The first 4K from Shameless Films is Dario Argento's Four Flies on Grey Velvet. Now, I did have a previous Severin release of this, but I was really excited to see the UK finally getting this film on 4K because I particularly love it. The first time I ever discovered this film was on the Shameless Blu-ray that came out previously, and that was a kind of less than stellar release. Had some issues, but straight out the bat you can see that this is a phenomenal transfer. It looks pristine, it looks exquisite, and all the way through I just marvelled at how great it was. As a statement of their first 4K release, what a statement. It's just terrific, it's fantastic. Now, Four Flies on Grey Velvet follows main character of Michael Brandon, who plays Roberto, a drummer in a rock band who finds himself in a really sticky situation. Somebody's following him. He decides to turn the tables, chase them back. They end up in an abandoned theatre. Wonderful setting. And through a kind of altercation that takes place, we find that our hero Roberto actually stabs this person. Shock and disdain of what he has done is confounded by the fact that there is a masked person watching from the upper floors, taking pictures of Roberto with the murder weapon, with the body, with everything lying at his feet. And from then on, we are put into a tense situation of Roberto struggling to get free from this maniacal person that will continue to taunt them throughout the film. And there are many things within this film that I utterly love, from the crazy opening, from that wonderfully kind of strange and percussive soundtrack that it has, from the weird performances, from the wonderful turn from Mimsy Farmer, to some of the greatest set pieces I think Argento has put together. And I've always been a big fan of Four Flies on Grey Velvet.
I could kill you now, but I won't. I'll wait. Who's going to help you?
I find that some of the sequences in this are just wonderful, and the title is pretty terrific in a Giallo sense and in the way that it relates to the film later on as well. It is a vicious movie with some of the most brutal and bloody kills and very cinematic deaths appearing throughout the film, and it's one of the things that always sticks in my mind. The deaths are particularly in your face. They don't cut away too much. They're graphic, and they just are something unusual about the filming techniques that make them. There is a playfulness within the film, not from our main perspective, but from the antagonist. The antagonist is haunting Robert, attacking him. Several times they will get a hold of him, put him in a noose, and just whisper, "I can kill you at any time. Not now, but I'll be back." And just tormenting this person, putting his back against the wall, that he has to go for help. And this is one of the things that really elevate Four Flies for me. It's the surrounding characters. There are some wonderful people in this one. Most notably for me is Godfrey, a character that he goes to see, who helps him try to figure out what's going on. It's just kind of like a man that knows all, the kind of person that he just can go to, relay the situation, get an outside perspective, somebody that may possibly help him. And then there is the addition of the private detective that he hires, who is wonderfully woeful. You can tell this character is someone that's passionate about the job, but also simultaneously not really that great. In fact, his opening gambit is the fact that I must be due to solve a case because I failed every other one I've ever done.
Statistically speaking, one of the most impressive records of failure is destined to be broken. 84 failures. A fantastic record. Incredible.
As a selling point, it's not the greatest advertisement one could have, but for this character, it just kind of sets him up for what he's going to do. Four Flies on Grey Velvet is a wonderful giallo film. It's a great mystery film. At times it can become almost incomprehensible with the plot machinations that's going on, but that just feels so wonderfully mixed in with our main character's look of trepidation, of fear, of worry of what is going to happen to him, of the people within his life. It all just builds tremendously well. We've got a great main character who's put in a tough situation. You have a wonderful array of supporting characters that come to help him. We have great murder sequences that are incredibly cinematic and impactful and really hit home in a wonderful fashion.
Nobody said anything about murder.
It is one of my favourite Argento films, and to see it presented in such an incredible edition as this with the transfer, it truly deserves terrific. Now this comes as a standalone 4K disc. Just one of the kind of critiques I have for this one is I would have loved a Blu-ray included with it. That's my personal preference. I like all my 4Ks to come with a Blu-ray as well. The extras on this disc are ported over from the previous Shameless release with some terrific new additions as well. And I love this. We've included the old extras and built upon it with some extra wonderful material. Now you get a brand new introduction by actor Michael Brandon, which is just over a minute. You get Beyond the Velvet Curtain, a brand new interview with the maestro himself, Dario Argento, runs it just at 31 minutes, which is terrific. You get the Velvet Chronicles, an interview with star Michael Brandon, which is just 41 minutes. Again, covering all kinds of great anecdotes and materials. It's terrific. There is a new English opening and closing credits. Inside this set as well, there are 2 art cards, a folded out poster, you've got a slipcase, and a booklet containing writings by Alan Jones, friend and superfan of Dario Argento, that just make this an incredible set. Do yourself a favour. Pick this one up. It is well worth having in your collection. It's a terrific giallo, and if it's a kind of genre that you've not got into so far, this is a great entry point into it, covering all the kind of crazy things that can happen in a giallo film. I am so happy with this release. It is wonderful, fantastic. I can't wait to see what Shameless are going to do next. I feel as if they've been on a really strong run for the past couple of years, and with this statement 4K first release, I can't wait to see what their next one is going to be. I'd love to know your thoughts on Four Flies and Grey Velvet. Are you picking up this release? Let me know in the comment box below your thoughts. As always, there is more content up here. You can see more of my stuff. In the description box below are links to Patreon, membership program, and manvfilm.com, always in which you can support me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.